Yo, I feel like I got that old thing back right now.
You do. But I do too, though. I do too. You ain't alone.
You got a different old thing. I got an old
Yeah.
thing.
You got
I
old,
got an old
old thing.
thing. I got an
Yeah.
old thing.
Yeah.
Feel like
Yeah.
the
You got
first
that
time
way.
every time. I feel like the first time every time. But yeah, man. Hey, so real quick to go into it, I'm not even gonna hold us up on talking about these sticks. Because I want to talk about what I'm smoking and why I'm smoking what I'm smoking. So just got you you've been experiencing a plethora of Oliva V series smokes Melanio that's come in different
Mhm.
shapes, different sizes. I give you a nice little gift pack, sample pack or whatever. And I asked you a question as far as have your smoking experience been any different based on the different types of cigars that you've received, right? And that you're
Mhm.
trying out as you're trying each different cigar. So I went back with the old thing, but a new thing. She got a little upgrade. She got a little upgrade. I'm
Yeah.
smoking a Rocky Patel Edge today, and Edge
Yeah.
is one of our babies from way back. She's that old thing,
Yeah. That
and
might
when
be
I
our
first
first
smoked
favorite
it,
cigar.
it might be our first favorite cigar. And every time we come back to it, we always reminded why it was one of those first favorites.
Yeah.
I'm smoking it today, man. I'm smoking that Edge, but I got it's called the Edge Square.
Yeah.
So when I saw this in the humidor, it piqued my interest. Popped up like Edge Square. Wonder what that's like. And we know different shapes, different sizes, different makes of the cigar. The experience is just a little different. So
Yeah.
I want to see what this box press is like. So it's a box press Edge. See that square? It's called the
Yeah.
Edge Square. So we'll see. We'll see what this edge is like in a square form, in that box press form.
That might make it a little better while you playing, though. That might be it.
Hey,
Katrina,
so
what
far,
up, girl?
now Patrina. Yeah, so far it feels smooth. It feels smooth so far. You know, I'm a big fan of the box press. So you throw edge, give it a little mommy makeover.
Yeah.
You say give it a little mommy makeover, and then put it in that square form. Here we go.
There you go. Well, I mean, since we're doing the big reveal, you know what I'm saying? Good to hear that, Katrina. Since we're doing the big reveal, go and put out what I got. I got the Placencia
Go
Alma
ahead, talk.
Fuerte. So it's just like we got our original old thing,
Original
and then
favorite.
we got part two. You know what I'm saying? So by
The new
coincidence,
old
though,
thing. Yeah,
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 two
yeah.
old
The
things.
new old thing,
The new
and then the
old thing.
old thing.
Yeah, but I ended up with this by accident. I ain't gonna lie, man. I went into the humidor just today. This is why I don't do my last second shopping. You know what I'm saying? I know you like to roll
Mhm.
like that, but
Unlike me. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I like to get in there early. I went in there today, last minute. I was short on time at the moment. I was rushing, hurrying through. Walked right in, saw the Placencia. They had everything laid out all the way to the Blue Boy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
Mhm.
dang, that's a lot of different
Yellow.
options. I'm
Yeah.
like, let me see if I missed anything. And I'm looking. And I don't know, it was dark and dim in the room, and I must have missed saw it. I was like, "What's this?" I'm like, "I'll grab that." And I grabbed it, and
Mhm.
I went up front, and I didn't look at it. I just went straight to the checkout, checked out with it, got it in the bag, got in the car. Looked down at the bag when I set the bag in the seat next to me, and I was like, "Man, that's the black band." And I was like, man,
Nah,
forget
nah.
it."
Yeah.
But I totally spaced out, man. I don't know how I did it, but it is what it is now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested in this though, because we unanimously just put the green band ahead of the black bands. I haven't had
Mhm.
this black band in quite a while,
To
so
the beginning.
it's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
good
yeah,
to
yeah.
see what this is like for real. Because
Because if I remember correctly, the first time we had a Placencia, we did a Placencia episode. You had the black one, I had the green one, but we had very similar experiences. Very
right,
similar experiences. So,
yeah.
so,
So I
but
mean, with that,
the Nestor 4 though. What is the Nestor 4? Like, is that? 'Cause I never heard that before.
they actually got very specific titles for each band. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
the green band got is, we always know it as the Colorado, but I mean it's got other little
Hmm.
details to it. This one, when I it said Nestor 4 on the thing, so that's just what I documented. But Black
Okay.
Alma Forte.
But
But when I
it's
said
still the
about the
Alma
cellophane,
Forte.
that was on the sticker on the cellophane.
Okay.
Yeah. What's going on, James? James say, who's winning the NBA?
Who's winning the NBA? Right. I'm glad you asked that question because I am hot from last night, and we're gonna get to it anyway. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna touch it for just a quick second, but I'm glad you asked, so that threw us right into it. Man, it's gonna be New York, man. It's gonna be New York.
It's looking like it. It's looking like it. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest with you. When I watched, okay, so look, check this out. When it was in the conference finals, I said whoever come out the West probably got it because those are two best teams left in the
That's what I
playoffs.
was thinking. That's exactly what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
but straight up though, it don't seem like it, man. You know, at the end of the day, it looked like it's gonna be New York. It looked like
Yeah.
the Knicks
Well,
might even sweep them
I
at
will
this
say
point.
this. I will say this. Like a few plays here and there, San Antonio could have got it. They could have got game one. They would have just held on to the lead. And then yesterday they had it in their hands. You tied up. You tied up. And you got the ball, you got possession. All you got to do is solidify it. Two bad plays by Wemby. You know what I'm saying? A bad choice of shot at the end, and then a turnover before that. You know, so they're close, but you're going back to New York, and now you got to win 4 straight for a team who hasn't lost in 10 games. They're like what, 10
14
straight?
games. They ain't lost in so that's what I'm saying.
Now you got to go. No, they got to win 4 straight. They got to win what, 4 out of 5. They got to win the next 4 out of 5.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough, man. This team is really, man. Like if the Knicks don't cross over from confident to cocky or arrogant, they got it, man.
Now.
They got supreme confidence at this point in time.
Yeah,
when you smoking everything like that,
you going back to the Apple, confident.
You going back to MSG, and the energy in MSG is gonna be crazy. They should have split in San Antonio. They didn't split, and I'm kind of mad San Antonio gave that game up like that. But you know, I don't know. James say Harper is balling out on another level. Harper is looking good, man. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this. This is my takeaway from it. At the end of the day, you're gonna see this Spurs team in the future over and over because them guys is about to be a legacy. Because they have, not a legacy, but they about to be one of those next teams, a dynasty, the next dynasty.
They can be a dynasty. Yeah, they can be a dynasty for sure.
They're young. They ain't got no playoff experience together. You know what I'm saying? So now they got this playoff experience. It's gonna be up from them from here on out.
That's what New York has a heartbreak already. You know what I'm saying? They went through their trial and tribulation to get to this point to where now they're more polished as getting through.
That same team went to the conference finals against Indiana. They just couldn't pull it out. You know what I'm saying?
So now it's like this is their step up, their time. So I can understand it. And this is a really, really young San Antonio team who they're looking like they're making those young mistakes. They've been making young mistakes down the stretch, not closing out the game, not holding on to leads, and then getting close to winning the game, coming back, and then blowing it at the end.
Yeah. So this is all going to be a learning experience for them, but they're going to be back. You know, I don't know how far New York is going to take it. I doubt they repeat or nothing like that, but they are looking incredible this season.
They're going to get their one, and New York going to go crazy.
And then they'll go back to doing what New York does.
Another 50 years. Yeah, it'll be another 50 years.
I'm going to say this, though. Shout out to Cat because Cat's doing a phenomenal job of rewriting his reputation in this league. Unlike your James Hardens, you know, who keep their reputation of exactly what they were. You know what I'm saying? Like the guys who just
can't get over the hump.
Can't get over the hump type of guys. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I'm happy to see one of the guys actually go that looked like they weren't going to get over the hump. Find a way to change their role on the team and fit in and start winning successfully.
Yeah, because like for him to not be the most talked about in New York, he's okay with that. He's okay with that. He's okay to defer to Brunson being the leader of the team.
Yeah,
because it's turning out the wins. So I'm pulling for San Antonio. I want to see San Antonio do well. You know, being here in San Antonio, like it was fun to see him win the Western Conference, and the way the city went crazy last week was insane. Saturday last week, it was crazy watching them win, and then being around in the city, it was electrifying. It was great energy, and San Antonio needs that energy. They definitely need that energy, but New York is starving for that energy too, and New York deserves that energy too. So hopefully, it's just
not over.
It's not over till it's over.
Yeah, and game 3 will be very revealing though.
Game 3 will determine if it's over. for
win or
sure. Because
lose.
nobody's coming back. Yeah, nobody's coming back from 3-0. Not in the finals. Not in the finals. You know, but one thing that we do know is that San Antonio can respond with their backs against the wall. They've done it all playoffs.
Yeah.
Can they pull one more out with their back against the wall? Never know. Never know.
Yeah.
Never know. But one thing I know for sure is daggone Wemby, stop trying to bring the ball up, get in the paint, call for the ball up high, put it where nobody can get it, and score the bucket.
The one time I wanted him to bring the ball up, he gave it away though.
Right?
off of Castle back. It was like, dude, it's 10 seconds left in the game, man. You are a star. We were gonna get it to you anyway. Come on across court now at this point in time. Like, so I think he got a little flustered. I think he got a little lapse in focus. And you know, we saw that inexperience, that big game inexperience come through. But it don't change what he could possibly be. You know what I'm saying? Like my guy say, he's an alien. He still is gonna be the alien, and he still have a great career after this. Just don't let it break you. Kobe shot like 3-4 air balls, you know what I'm saying, early in his career. So
and came back and he was still Kobe, and he was still Kobe in the end.
Yeah,
still the Mamba. So it's you know what I'm saying? I like the way the league is going now. I was so anti-NBA and anti the way the game is being played, which is still a whole lot that I don't like, but I like the way that's going. Like I like the trajectory. I like what I'm seeing so far.
Is Brunson pissing you off with his play?
Not so much. Not so much.
Yeah.
We've had a stomach sitting through Harden. We had a stomach sitting through SGA. I can take Brunson.
Yeah, he's a lesser level flopper than the rest of them.
Yeah.
To me, he flopped about as much as Wemby. You know what I'm saying? Like Wemby's big as he is, he's a flopper. You know, at the end of the day, you know. But I like Wemby, but I wish he wouldn't be so blow him in the wind type. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he like one of these matchsticks. This is Wemby right here.
Yeah, he just, and I know he can stand stronger than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but. Just get a big base. I know you thin, but get a big base, man. Them guys shouldn't be knocking you around like that all the time.
Yeah. You shouldn't have nobody 6'2" knocking you over. You 7'6" and you got somebody 6'2" knocking you over. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah. And I like Harper. Harper got a little flop in him too. I've been noticing that too. I've been keeping my eye on. I'm like, don't go that route, Harper. I like you, man. I don't want to not like you. I like you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, look. Well, here's one misconception, because I've been seeing these videos of them going back to the 90s and like, oh, I thought they didn't flop in the 90s. Flopping has always been part of the game.
Yeah.
Selling fouls has always been a part of the game. It's to what degree do you do it? Like if you got 10 flops throughout the season, guess what? That's 10 flops, not 10 flops throughout the quarter. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna give me 10 flops in the quarter versus 10 flops throughout the season. So, like, every time they show these little videos of somebody flopping, oh, I thought they didn't flop in the 90s. Flopping has always been a part of the game. You just didn't do it every possession, every shot, every drive to the basket.
Possession, and it was only certain guys who primarily were known to do it, and they weren't quite as egregious as some of the guys. Like Dennis Rodman was a flopper, but he was going against some big guys. Blighty Divac was a flopper, but he was doing it against Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Like. And you would get Reggie Miller. He was like a flopper, but he would like kind of kick his legs out. You know what I'm saying? And draw contact. He was one of those kind of guys. He was a foul baiter more so than a flopper.
Yeah,
foul baiter. Yeah. So it's existed.
It's always been part of the game. Yeah, it's always been part of the game.
Yeah,
but it's just not as egregious as it has been over the last 10 years.
We didn't like it then. I wasn't a Reggie Miller fan for that reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Reggie in this ugly game doing this messy. Like, you know, I didn't like that then. Like, wasn't a Blighty Divac guy. It's like, run through him, Shaq. Like, you know.
Run through him. Yeah. Every time he flop, hey, put it in his chest. Give him something to flop about.
Put it in his chest. Give him something to flop about. So people's stances ain't changed. It's just when flopping started winning, it's like, oh Lord, everybody about to do it now.
Yeah, when it became the recipe to win, not just a strategy throughout the game to give yourself leverage to kind of swing the game, it became the play. You know, and that's what the difference is. That's the difference. I like that. I never thought of it that way. it became the recipe to win. Like the every play is the flop to get the foul, to go to the line, to get the points, to get the game to
Yeah,
go your pace or whatever it is.
that's the
Before it was
problem.
just okay, I need to throw something in the game to kind of like maybe swing the game. That's it.
Yeah. Yep. You might get one flop a game. You know what I'm saying? That was it. Now that I gotta
Mhm.
see it
Every play,
every
every
every three or
possession.
four plays, this is just like, oh my God, again.
Yeah, man.
But I don't know. I
But
didn't
yeah,
want to get into that negative side of it because I actually am enjoying the playoffs right now, though. So
yeah. We were trying. Last week we had a lot of we had gripes. I still got some more gripes, but we don't have to gripe too much. We don't have to gripe too much. But however, I do got a gripe. I do got a gripe.
what you
Got one
got?
more gripe to get off my chest. But this is a new gripe. I didn't know I had this gripe until I had this gripe. So
Okay.
I had a recent experience with Mercedes, and Mercedes is always a beautiful experience. Beautiful experience. Um, I had to go drop my car because my AC stopped working. Tragic. It's hot in Texas. No
Right.
AC in your vehicle in Texas is tragic. Right. Felt like I almost died a couple times just driving my car home from work. But I go drop it off. Class X service, you know. But where it lacked for me was when they gave me the car. When they gave me a car. So they gave me a car to drive around while they were, you know what I'm saying, checking my car out, servicing it, doing some things, get me back going. Albeit
Okay.
didn't get the car
This at the
fixed because
Mercedes dealership, right? Is what you're
yeah,
saying?
this is that Mercedes.
Okay.
So I go to Mercedes to drop the vehicle off, and they give me a loaner.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, okay, you're gonna give me a loaner. They got to give me something at least close to what I got in the class I got, or maybe something better because maybe they want to sell me on upgrading.
Mm-hmm.
They give me a lesser, and I drive the car, and it's a new car. It's a 2026, brand new, and I'm driving it around. And the more I'm driving it, the more I'm noticing I don't like this Mercedes. Mercedes. I am a Mercedes guy. The best of nothing is the mantra, and I felt less than best than nothing driving this car. It was a C class, a C300, and I was not happy. And not only was I not happy, my family wasn't happy either. They complained almost probably more than I did about the car, about this brand new 2026 C300. And like, Dad, why does it feel so cheap? Why I don't like this. I don't like this car. My youngest one too. That's the worst
Yeah.
one. The youngest one was complaining about it too. She should know the least, but she's
Right.
complaining almost the most about this C300. Damn, when you get your car back, I don't like this. Like, why the door handles like that? Why the light like this? Why? They felt disgusted with
Yeah.
with the Mercedes. So it kind of made me feel like, man, what is going on with the luxury, and why is it so much lackluster in the luxury, or what we used to deem as luxury? And the way I love Mercedes, it kind of broke my heart. It broke my heart to sit in that vehicle, and I was a C class guy at one point. Had two of
That's what
them.
I want to know. Is it any worse off than the C's that you had in the past, or is it just like they just declined on the effort in the C in
I
2026?
I feel like they not for lack of effort, because they try to do all these little trinkets to make it like kind of gleam, right? Kind of like gleam your eye, right?
Right.
More distraction based versus on focus on the quality of what they're putting in the vehicle, and give you all these distractions to make you feel like you have something that's more luxury than it really is.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like this is just here. Let me throw this at you like other vehicles do, meaning one like a BMW or whatever, or even a Lexus. They throw these little trinkets to make you feel like you got something that you don't really got, and dress it up. And then when you actually get to the weeds and you notice certain things, you're like, this ain't it. This
So
ain't
they
it.
gave you the tech, but they didn't give you the quality parts, is what you're
The
saying. They
quality
went
parts. Yeah.
plastic instead of metal on stuff. And
Yeah. Yeah. Like, and you remember the Maserati that we rode a few years ago, right? And it was simple,
yeah,
but you touch the things in there, you like,
simple
ooh,
tech.
knock. This is what this
Yeah,
feels luxury. This feels quality. This is what you're paying for.
right.
Like, you can feel the quality in the simpleness, like the simplistic design of the vehicle, the simplistic presentation of the vehicle, but you can see the quality and the careful detail and attention to certain things, and that's what made you feel like luxury. I'm feeling like Mercedes is getting away from it. I'm scared. I'm nervous for them now. Albeit this is at a lower level vehicle, maybe they're reserving it for their upper echelon vehicles and saying, "Here, this is what y'all get. This is what y'all get for y'all lower level vehicles." Maybe that's what it is.
Hey, look, man, this is my question also. And this is my follow-up question. Is this all due to the fact that you just not a C-class guy anymore? So now you in a C and you looking at it with different eyes than you had when you were a C-class guy? I feel like your nose is in the air. Is that what it is?
It could be. It could
Were
be.
you just noticing stuff that you'd have been like, if you were still a C guy, you'd have been like, you know what, man, we upgraded this go
We
around.
up. Yeah.
We up.
I don't know.
Because all cars do that. You know what I'm saying? Where they reserve the good parts for the mid to high tier vehicles. So
Yeah.
your entry level ones, they cheat you on the leather a little bit. The leather just ain't quite as nice as the other leather in the mid to high tiers.
Yeah. Could be. And you know what? I'm gonna try to give Mercedes the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, maybe that's what it is. Maybe since I've upgraded in the class, maybe I can sense the lack thereof in this other class that I'm not in anymore. Maybe. But at the same time, I'm going back to my mindset of how I felt when I got into the first two vehicles that I had and how I felt about those. But then at the same time, I got to think, hey, maybe my palate has changed. Maybe I have grown in my eye. Maybe my attention to the detail is a little different because I have this experience now. And then now I got this, and it's been so long for the experience. Now my eye for detail is a little more honed in. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah,
I hope so. I hope so.
Because if I could take you back to your old C classes, you probably be like, nah, that ain't what my car was like. I won't drive it in that. Like, you might. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Yeah, maybe. All right, maybe.
It's just too far in your past, man. You done totally eliminated. You know what I'm saying? What that experience was.
But I guess maybe I'm holding on to that feeling of how I felt when I first got it, but at the same time, it was a new experience. So it felt up here. And then I guess now that I went to here, now I feel like it's on the same playing field. But in reality, if I zoom out, it's probably like this. It's probably some kind of display.
Probably always was. You know what I'm saying?
So I didn't know
when you made the transition from class to class, did you notice a big jump in? In retrospect.
In retrospect, I would say maybe.
There you go.
Maybe. And now going backwards, it don't feel the same.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Alternative, but they try to seem like it is by adding different features in the vehicle. Yeah. It's just like some of these so-called top of the line restaurants. What's considered a top of the line restaurant nowadays? Like what is a top of the line restaurant?
The restaurants that make for good photos, but the food don't taste all that good. You know what I'm saying?
Always the ones, yeah. The food ain't never really good.
Yeah, it's a great photo op though. You know what I'm saying? You post it, everybody gonna be like, ooh.
I swear you go to Nobu, you're like, why am I here? Did I even eat tonight?
Did I eat? Yeah, man.
Everybody want to go to Nobu, but it's like, this ain't nothing. Like luxury restaurant prices, but it don't feel like it's all of that. But I don't know. Maybe it's a gripe. Maybe I'm looking at it from the wrong lens. Maybe I've been on the wrong side of the glass now, and then I got to the other side of the glass, and then I went back to the other side of the glass, and like I don't like this side of the glass.
Yeah,
I don't like this side of the glass no more. So I got my vehicle back today, and when I got in it, it's like this feels right.
People who fly first class don't go back to coach, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they just like, I gotta stay business or higher. Like that's just what it is. It's what it is, man. You get on a big plane, you don't want to go back to the small planes. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to little baby jets no more. I mean, baby planes, man. Gotta be on a jet.
Why we ruin ourselves? We ruin ourselves, man. I shifted my algorithm. That's what happened.
You shifted the algorithm, man. And I'm glad you said that, because we can get into this, man. You know, the whole reality versus algorithm. This is something I was thinking about, right? That some people in the world, they have this point of view of that they have in life. And then you find content on the web or the internet or social media or whatever that supports how you feel, and you like that, and you share that content. And when you do it, the algorithm feeds you more of it. They say, ooh, he likes this. He shared that one and he liked it. Boom. They give you more. Then you save the content. Ooh, I like that. I'm going to save that when they come back to it. They give you more. Meanwhile, you're starting to form this opinion of the world, thinking this is what everybody thinks. This is how we all feel. This is what the world is like, because you keep seeing it.
Yeah. And also that what you're seeing is everybody else is seeing the same thing you're seeing, which is not always the case.
Yeah, but they're not always seeing it. They're seeing a whole nother thing that they into, or they believe, or what they think, and it's feeding it to them, and it's skewing your whole perception of what reality is for people, man. And I just, it started to hit me. I'm like, man, wow, you know what I'm saying? You really got to get off the internet. Like the kids say, you got to go touch grass. You got to go touch grass, man, and see what the people are doing. Like I've said this in the past, the internet's not a real place, and it can really make you start thinking that what you do and say on the internet is what people is doing and saying in their regular lives.
Like, you know, and like what was crazy with that statement of you saying the internet's not a real place. Like what scares me is the fact that in the world that we exist in, we've created a place. We've made it become a place, a destination where you go, the World Wide Web. When you're scrolling the Instagram and the TikTok and the whatever you're on or into, that becomes the world. That becomes your world. It's kind of it's kind of scary when you think about it. And we understand that it's not a real place. It's not a destination, but it's become our mental destination. You know what I mean? Like it's where people go to retreat. It's where people go to get their information. It's where people go to I guess to interact. You know, it's become a place for interaction. It's become a place of retreat. It's become a place for news. It's become a place for entertainment.
Yeah.
Then sometimes some people can't see anything outside of the internet or what's on their phone to occupy themselves. Like there's nothing else to do. If my phone don't work, what am I going to do? What am I doing today? I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like you said, go touch grass. There's so much stuff to do outside in the real world.
Yeah. And you'll find whole new opinions in the real world. Now, it's a lot of opinions that get influenced by the internet, and people take that into the real world, but that's not always the case. Like I've heard people that get canceled talk about being canceled, and then they go in the real world and get nothing but love from people because people really like what they said. But the internet will have you thinking that that's how everybody feels.
They hate me, and they hate my opinion, or they're all these opinions of me. And when you think about it, if you got a million comments or a million opinions on a topic of something you said, you know how small a million is to the whole world?
Yeah.
That million people it seems like a lot when it comes to the internet. Oh man, I went viral. I got a million comments. I got 10 million views. But in reality, that 1 million is a very, very small number compared to the what we at 9 billion people in the world now. Where we at 10 billion, 8 billion,
something like that. Some big number.
That's 1 million of some people's opinion is a small number to the totality of the population of the world.
Yeah. And the other thing is, out of if 10 million people saw it, the million that spoke on it were just the ones who were vocal enough to say, I hate it.
Yeah.
But most people that like stuff keep their mouth shut. Yeah.
I ain't got nothing bad to say, so I ain't gonna say nothing at all. It's usually the people who got something bad to say that's gonna say something about it. So you're gonna get the bad comments. Then the other 9 million, like, oh, that's cool by me. I ain't got no discrepancy. I ain't got no discrepancy.
Not me. Kept it moving. I'm cool with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't had no beef. Like when I look, like, so my wife is in the reviews and stuff at restaurants. So before we go somewhere, she checked the reviews. But I'd be like, I'm not interested in the reviews, because at the end of the day, I know most people that's happy with their meal ain't gonna report they were happy with their meal. Yeah, they just don't say nothing.
Only people that had a negative experience are gonna go and comment and leave that review. I had a negative.
Right.
I'm gonna write this on Yelp about you.
Yeah.
But
And that's
you have a
not
good meal. Most people don't sit back with their stomach full like, oh man, I should definitely go on Yelp and say my service and my food was great. I'm just gonna
right.
go home fat and happy. You're gonna pay that bill and move on with the rest of your day.
Move on with your day and say, man, we gotta come back here sometime. This was good.
Mm-hmm.
But that Yelp don't account for that. The people that came
Doesn't.
back, repeat customers. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not indicative of what my experience is gonna be because you and the waitress had a bad day. You know what I'm saying? And y'all happen to
Mm-hmm.
meet on a collision course. They ain't got nothing to
Yeah.
do with what's gonna happen with me. So I don't know, man. Everything I take everything from the internet with a grain of salt, man. But it's much is reality for people
In
when it's
my
not.
opinion, you know what? I take most things I get from any source, whether it be the internet, TV, whatever it is, the news, with a grain of salt. Like I only believe a small percentage of what's being reported. If something's being reported about a crime or some kind of world event, it's only a percentage of it that's true.
Yeah,
That's how I'm always looking at it. Like, cause I don't really know. I wasn't there. I don't know what the agenda is being pushed out to me of why this is being reported and the manner in which it's being reported. And maybe there's some behind the scenes stuff to say we got to report on this. That way we can put the nation in a frenzy and we can
yeah.
maybe spin things because we know in other countries for sure. We know in other countries they have this whole thing called propaganda. You think America is not going to be into propaganda as well? We
Right.
absolutely do engage in
Yeah.
propaganda. So I have 1000% reason to believe that a lot of the things that we're fed in the news, things are newsworthy, events or whatever it is something else behind it that it might not always be true. You might not always be getting the whole picture. It's just the picture of what they want to show us to feed an agenda for propaganda.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing is, a lot of people make their opinions of who's the bad guy, but if you look at any argument that people have just in your everyday life,
Everybody, you're the bad guy, you're the bad guy. I'm the good guy, I'm
we
the good
think
guy.
each other the bad guy while we arguing. I think you wrong, you think I'm wrong. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who is to say, hey, I report back to my country, hey, they wrong, y'all. You get behind to support us because they wrong. Like you got, that's what they do. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to preach like, hey, these are the villains. They over there doing bad. Them people in that country don't think they doing bad. They think they protecting their country. You know what I'm saying? In the
Yeah.
best interest of it.
Yeah.
And I got news for you. We the villains to some people in their countries too. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't want us there.
100%. Yeah, 100%. We are looked at as villains to a lot of other countries, to a lot of other people. So that's why when I look at things that are pushed out to us, reality, I don't know. I don't know what's real. I really don't know what's real in this world. Only thing that I know what's real is like you said, when I go outside, I can touch the grass. I know that's real. I know when I go here and go there, all I know that experience I had was real. Anything else outside of that, I don't know what people talking about. They say something, I don't know what's real or what's not. I go to work, I hear people saying this about this person, this happened with this thing. I don't know what's real. Never know what's real.
Yeah, man. Without a doubt, man. Hey, I might take that and transition again, though. You know what I'm saying? Because
Where we going? Where we going? Where we going? We
into
don't
this
know what's real.
into this body positivity scam, man.
Mm.
Man, let me pull this up. I watched a video in documentary form. You know what I'm saying? Now, I wouldn't say it was a full-on documentary. It was brief, but it functioned as one. So I'm gonna go through some of these clips. I mean, some of the little notes I took on this, man, because it was interesting. It touched on how, in recent years we've gotten into the body positivity movement. And for those who don't know, that would be like just a movement where they're like, hey, everybody love themselves, love you in all shapes, all forms, and how you come. You know what I'm saying? So don't get caught up in the whole, oh, this skinny is beautiful, or this shade of skin is beautiful, or this, whatever hairstyle is beautiful. Love yourself. And it was just kind of breaking down how, at the end of the day, this positive movement was commandeered for money, and everybody that was a part of it got hustled. You know what I'm saying? Like, got hustled. And it breaks it down from the jump going back to the 50s with Marilyn Monroe, and how Monroe, she even had surgery done.
Oh, did she?
She had nose job and something done to her chin also, you know what I'm saying? She had some work done, but she was the start of the media, like TV, promoting to you, this is what beauty is, this is the standard. And if you want to look like it, hey, we got girdles for you, we got these type of bras for you, we got, you know, everything, man. Magazines, the dieting plans and whatnot, they were just everything. This is the standard of beauty, and this is how you look like it. And women fell for it, you know. But the difference was in the 50s, the food industry hadn't got ruined yet. So people still ate moderately healthy. They worked outdoors in most cases. It wasn't a lot of indoor jobs and stuff like that. You know, people weren't sitting behind a typewriter all day, you know, and doing stuff like that. Then you transition into the 60s. Here comes Weight Watchers. Let's make some money. Hey, we're a business. We're going to make some money off of this movement that the 50s just kicked off. You jump into the 70s. Here comes the fitness era. You know what I'm saying? Where gym memberships kick off. Men finally get involved in this whole movement. And here comes bodybuilding. You get Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is the face of this now at this point in time. So now you got all of this going on. You got supplements and whatnot. So that kicked off that. Then you get into the 80s. And then this is the era where consumers are now starting to really put out the money on it. You got breast implants, you got lipo surgery getting done and stuff. So everybody's starting to do these different things. Then you get into the 90s and we all in. But this is the skinny era. All the models got to be skinny, top heavy and stuff. You know, this is the era where I'm starting to be a little more familiar with, and you probably a little more familiar with the MTV era.
What's the chick name who had the humongous joints? She was an actor or whatever, or a model and an actor. What was her name? I gotta look that up while you going.
Pam Anderson?
What's her name? Yeah, no, it wasn't Pam Anderson, it was somebody else.
The Baywatch?
Nah, it wasn't her. Man, I forgot what's her name. Because I feel like she had something to do with a lot of the whole the surgeries now, the breast implant surgeries and all that stuff now. She was big on it. It wasn't Pam Anderson though, but somebody else. I think she passed away in like early 2000s.
Oh, was she she had a little soft-spoken voice. She was a playmate too.
But yeah. White
I don't remember her name, but I see her face. Yeah. I don't remember her name. If you can look her up. But anyway, then, you know, we just gonna skip the 2000s and jump into the 10s, where now you got the surgeries is really doubling in the market. The market for surgeries kicked off.
Anna Nicole Smith.
That's her, Anna Nicole Smith. Yeah, that's her. So 2010s, you get the BBLs, the surgeries, the lip fillers, you get the you get everything, all these different options and whatnot. But to counter that, that's when the body positive movement starts kicking up. You start seeing all these different companies have plus size models. This is beautiful also. You see the plus size models getting the covers of magazines. It's a whole movement. Then you start going into the era where influencers are kicking up and they're starting to say, hey, you got to go do I'm fat and I'm beautiful, or I'm overweight and I'm beautiful, whatever they say, you know what I'm saying? But they like, you're not going to shame us for looking this way. This is what it is. Accept me how I am. The influencers start getting paid. You start seeing more overweight people who are doing eating videos and getting deals with McDonald's and all these other places and whatnot. And the movement is kicking off. And then you start seeing the same people that was pushing the movement start losing weight. Then they start getting in trouble. And you start realizing the movement really ain't for other people. It's just for people who fit a certain look. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no men involved. Skinny women, y'all stay out of this. This ain't got nothing to do with y'all. And then these people start getting paid off of it, making their money. Meanwhile, they're making the money off of these fast food places that are paying them to do it and these other ones. But now their health is starting to decline. Some of the influencers behind the scenes, they having health issues and whatnot from doing this stuff. And people are mad with the celebrities who start going into the GLP-1s and start losing their weight through that stuff. So they start promoting this to you at this point in time. GLP-1s, Ozempic. Even Oprah gets on board. She was the queen of Weight Watchers. She has to step down from her role in Weight Watchers company because she got on a GLP-1. And before you know it, all this whole generation of people who were sold on love yourself how you are, they were abandoned by the people who all went to go lose weight. And the celebrities can afford these medicines. Meanwhile, regular people can't afford to do these same things to lose the weight.
Or You going?
No, I'm just saying that you got a generation of people who are lost in limbo of what to
Yeah.
do, and you've been sold this thing about love yourself, and love yourself is correct, but at the same time, it will lead to health issues. You know what I'm saying? And you're left to deal with that because these
Hmm.
companies took over your movement and made it about money and how to
Yeah.
market to you and make money off of you.
Yeah. But from my standpoint, I feel like it's always been about money. Everything, every aspect that you mentioned was driven somewhere by money to feed you into another path to capitalize off of you on this and then corner you over here and push you over here and then capitalize on that and then push this population over here to this corner and then catch you at every single phase that we're trying to push you on so we can capitalize on you. I think it's all a gimmick. It's all a scam to push you into one way and then get you there and then push you to another way and get you there just to capitalize off however we can sway and swing the people and how they feel about themselves, no matter what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
No matter what it is, they're all in cahoots. All in cahoots.
All in
How can we all
cahoots.
how can we make money off it? Like you mentioned, Oprah with the Weight Watchers and then the Ozempic, she jumping on board with this and like the hey, love yourself and I'm Monique and I'm gonna try to drag the people into feeling good about their like being heavy set and heavyweight and unhealthy pretty much. Love yourself, it's fine. But then we're gonna push you over here, and then now we're gonna push you to gym memberships and all these fad diets and things like that, Atkins and keto and all this other crazy stuff that people are doing just to feel a certain type of way.
Yeah,
I feel like they're all turning the wheel together. That's how I honestly feel. It's all a
yeah,
setup. It's all a gimmick. They're all in it in cahoots, turning the wheel just to keep capitalizing off of people's emotions and how they feel about themselves.
yeah.
They can
Every
always
segment
sway
of the
them.
population got to get hit.
Mhm.
So it's just like, okay, this is the new movement, and then this industry can step in. My turn. Time to get rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
After,
saying?
after, after I get done with them, I pat my pockets, get my fingers filled with some dollars. We're gonna push
Yeah.
them your way.
Yeah.
I
Let
ain't
me
gonna
get
get any
5 years. Let me
surgery.
get 5 years, and we're gonna
Give me
send
this
them back
right
your
here.
way. You know what I'm saying? After 5 years.
Yeah, yeah,
Surgery industry. Boom. We okay, man. We killed them on the plastic surgery. BBLs is kind of played out. They getting over it. But we're gonna make a little bit more money removing them from people. Then we're gonna send them over there to you guys to have to go the surgery to staple their stomach or the new extra, back to the gyms. We're gonna send them back to the gyms. And then from there,
yeah,
it's just like, nah, working out ain't for everybody. Everybody just ain't into it. Everybody ain't gonna lose the weight. So now we're gonna send them over here and tell them they got this medical option with the GLP-1s and stuff. And now
mhm,
everybody gonna take those Ozempic, and that's not good for everybody either. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But
And
it's gonna make some people
it's probably
sick.
gonna cause more diabetic issues because from what I'm understanding, the GLP was like a diabetic medicine, right? That
Originally,
they're
yes, that's the
originally.
intention. What it was. Then they started selling it for something else, which lets
Mhm.
you know you approve this medicine for one thing, and then people start reappropriating it for something else, and now it's going to create issues. No wonder people look sick off that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It look
Yeah,
unnatural,
yeah.
but all just a
When
scam.
when is just doing enough and taking care of yourself in the natural way gonna become the thing again? And it's gonna take for people just to be like, you know what? There's no shortcuts. There's no fads to get there other than doing the thing that I know that I need to do. Eat good, take care of myself, drink water, get some good sleep, and be stress free.
Well, because we are a lottery society, you know what I'm saying? We have a lottery mentality that, we can all be the one to get lucky. There's an easier way to get rich, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do
Yeah.
this, scratch this ticket, I'm gonna get rich. I ain't about to do it that way, and we already got the answers of how to do it, but everybody looking for an easier way. The people who sell discipline, they get looked at like they selling some outdated message or nah, that ain't for everybody. Everybody can't be like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's the fact that we all dismiss the other side's point of view
Mm-hmm.
that allows it's dismissed now. The people who look like me dismiss that side. And now they're like, hey, but come do it my way. And then everybody like, well, yeah, I want to do it that way anyway, because they don't want to have to go through the stress and discipline that it takes to be disciplined. They don't want to go with the hard work
Yeah.
and the effort. None of
Yeah.
us do. You know what I'm saying? Like we all want to just enjoy life and chill. Like I think if all of us knew working out only was going to give you an extra 2 months to live, nobody would work out. If that's all it could guarantee you, an extra 2 months to live. Everybody, right? Forget that. I ain't about to do that. I'm about to go enjoy my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so with that being said, we all really just want to enjoy our life. But the ones who make sure that they take care of their health are trying to play the long ball game. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it ain't no guarantee that.
You know what's weird though? I might be different. And I know there's a population who are like this too, like especially when it comes to working out. That is enjoying my life. Like I enjoy the process of working out. I get fulfillment out of it. And then too, I was I think it was last week or sometime like this, and I was having a conversation about like eating out. I get more fulfillment out of eating clean than I do out of going out to eating food that's over processed and cooked and in these restaurants. I don't know how they made it. I get more fulfillment out of eating a simple, easy, clean meal. That's more fulfillment. Like, but you have people who like they like we really sit down and go to restaurants to enjoy life. Which don't get me wrong, it's not wrong with that, but it was just weird. We were going out to eat, and I was like, this is like people's thing they do to enjoy life, to go sit down in a restaurant and eat some food. Like that's like when did us as humans get to this point of that's our social aspect of in life fulfillment and enjoyment, to go spend a bunch of money to sit down and eat some food that might not be good for us. You know what I mean?
That's marketing also.
Food was just to live, just to eat to live.
Yeah, that's marketing also, though. You know, they say breakfast was marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that breakfast is the most important meal of the deal. I mean, meal of your day, but it's just you gotta sell some eggs around here, man. Eat this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Eat some bacon and eggs.
Pancakes. Sell little powder pancakes.
Yeah, but it's the most unhealthy items that they put on breakfast. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't eating avocado and toast with an egg white, you ain't eating healthy. You know what I'm saying? With just a little sprinkle of some cracked black pepper. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you unhealthy at that point anyway. So it's all the hustle. And as far as the eating thing, what you said, how some people just look at it is that I agree with you. I know you said working out makes you feel good and eating clean makes you feel good. Now we're all different, and there are going to be some of us that innately feel that way, and there are going to be some of us that don't feel that way naturally. But I think either you feel that way naturally, or no, I don't think you feel that way naturally because I know you long enough to know. But I think you did it for long enough, and that's the difference. If you work out for long enough, you break through that period of not enjoying it, and then it becomes something your body craves. Most of us don't stick with it long enough to have that breakthrough. And the same goes for eating, you know what I'm saying? But naturally with age now, I'm starting to get to that point myself where I can look at a meal, like somebody post a meal or something online, and I'm like, yeah, I can see how that look good, but I do not want to eat that. Look at all that grease. I don't want no parts of it. I know how to do it. Right. So I've reached a stage where eating clean does seem more attractive more often than eating dirty.
It does. Like going out to eat.
But everybody ain't gonna reach that. And some people gotta work to that stage, is my point behind it.
Yeah, like and I don't want to shame anybody like foodies. Like I know there's people who just that's their thing. They love to go eat. They gotta go to a restaurant and they do a restaurant every day and try these different spots. And you know, people become famous off of it. And that's their shtick, or that's their niche when it comes to the algorithm and what they post on social media. But I literally I don't get happy or get excited to go out to eat. Like it does nothing for me. There's absolutely nothing for me now. Like, hey, we're gonna go out to eat tonight. Where we going? Like, hey, wherever y'all want to go. I figure out something on the menu. Like, I really don't feel like it because I know, and even then, and I'll be like super careful on what I order at a restaurant, and I still go home feeling like trash.
Yeah,
doesn't matter what I eat at the restaurant. I'll still go home feeling like, oh man, my stomach hurt. Like, why? Like, why do I feel like this? I got itis. I just want to go lay down. I want to do nothing. Like, no matter what I eat, I eat from a restaurant.
I can believe that. I'm not as bad off as you. You know what I'm saying? Like I can go and eat what's supposed to be clean on the menu and feel good about myself afterwards. But I do understand that you just cross into another place that I didn't quite cross into. But I get the process because I can eat food that make me like not want to do. Like today, man. To be honest, I had Popeye's fried chicken today, and I hadn't had that in a long time. I hadn't had fried chicken in a long time.
I don't need it now. Yeah.
And I ate it like a savage. I had to close my blinds. I didn't want my neighbors to see because I realized I looked like my little dog in it. I looked like a dog eating it the way I. But afterwards, I can't do that again for a while. And whatever I eat next will probably be something simple like a salad or something. You know what I'm saying? It'll be grilled, something grilled or vegetables and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I can only do one of those for a period of time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't just keep doing that.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like and that's the difference. Like every now and then to go and do something crazy and eat
moderation
junk or whatever. But then like once, but those who like they get up to do that. That's what gets them going. What you gonna eat today and what kind of craziness that you're gonna put together today and going out to a restaurant 3-4 times a week. I can't do it. The food from the restaurant already be already cooked. All you doing is heating it up.
Yeah, I believe that, and that's probably why people don't feel good because of that. Yeah, probably why you don't feel good. You know, ain't no telling how long that food been sitting around. You know,
and it's probably what preserves the food that makes you feel terrible.
Yeah, and like I was saying with the 50s back in the day, it's less preservatives. You know, you didn't have all of those things, man. You know how people got to go look for organic section. You know, organic section is relatively new in society. Like I don't remember organic section growing up. Like
you're right, because we didn't have to, because everything probably was already organic until it didn't become, until it wasn't organic anymore. Then we had to segregate and say, okay, well, now we process all this food. Now it's not organic, or we gave all these chemicals and stuff like that in the food that we just grew. It was not organic, so now we have to have organic section. But I'm pretty sure 40 years ago, everything was considered organic. Everything was grown naturally without all the extras. But
and you always talk about how the size of chicken is bigger and all of this other stuff. There's a reason for that. They're the way they're preparing the foods and stuff. It's all about the money for us, man. It's all for us as a society anyway. America. This is an American conversation, I assume, more so than other countries. But Patrina said, I know a lot of people that had weight loss surgery passed away. 2 that I know of were my aunts. One was my mom's sister, and the other was my dad's sister. Them surgeries be rough on people, man. Like they really do, you know, and it's sad. It's sad. You know, my aunt had one of those, and you know, I don't she ain't quite the same. You know what I'm saying? Like she's still healthy, but she ain't quite the same afterwards, man. And I can see it on her.
Because it's not natural. It's not natural to your body. Like it's not something that you should do to your body.
Yeah. She said everyone knows how to boil noodles for Alfredo pasta. Yeah. And this is the other thing. You know, if you really want to be honest, we should be making our own noodles. You know what I'm saying? Making our own breads and stuff like that.
We should be. Yeah. But the fact that we got so far away from it, like it's everything's on convenience now. You know, and here we go with everything kind of working together, like all these convenient ways of doing things, convenient way of living, weight loss, foods, what all like we mentioned, it all kind of goes together. It all goes hand in hand, and it's all, when it comes down to it, really all the capitalist scams. That's pretty much what we're feeding into.
Yeah,
we're feeding into these capitalistic scams.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I think we all need to take a little more focus on the ingredients that go in our food. And the only way you can do that is by buying it yourself and cooking it yourself. You go to the grocery store, look at the ingredients. If it's more, you go buy rice from the grocery store, it should only say rice. It says a whole lot more than rice up there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Why is this rice not just rice? Why?
It should just say jasmine rice if that's what you're buying. It shouldn't say nothing else. Why is there 7 other things? Why does my water say something other than just water? You know what I'm saying?
H2O. That's it. That's all that should be in that water.
I went and got some honey for my biscuit today from Popeyes, and my honey just said honey because I consciously made a decision to make sure my honey said nothing but honey. It cost me more, but it just said honey. You know what I'm saying?
All it is honey.
That's all it is honey. That's all it should be, because that's in nature. You ain't got to do nothing to process that. You know what I'm saying? Just go steal it. You know what I'm saying? Like they already the bees did the work for us already. You know what I'm saying? Just go get the honey. Keep it simple. Yeah. What was the other thing I seen? Something goofy I seen that had other stuff on. I'm like, what is? I lost my train of thought, man. But forget it. But anyway, keep it simple, man. Make sure your ingredients is what it says is going to be.
Your food is real. That's what we got to get back to. Just eating real food, man. Just eating real food. Strawberry preservatives should just be strawberries that are preserved.
That's it. That's it. Your peanut butter should have liquid all at the top of it. Truthfully, you know what I'm saying. And if it's not full of liquid in the jar, it ain't real peanut butter, man.
It ain't real.
I mean, keep it simple, man. Like I drink a lot of coffee. My coffee mix now has 3 ingredients. You know what I'm saying? It says oat milk, some salt, and some filtered water.
Okay.
Ain't supposed to say nothing else in it. Himalayan pink salt, or Himalayan salt, and oat milk, filtered water. I can make it at home. I really don't need them. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I buy. You know, and you keep all that stuff out, and you start feeling better. You start feeling better, man. It might not taste the same, but you do feel better afterwards.
That's that whole algorithm thing for you for what we do to ourselves. Yeah. When you start eating real stuff, then the real stuff will start tasting normal, and it will taste fine. You know what I'm saying? We eat all this, so anytime we eat something that's real, like this don't taste right, it don't taste the same, because we be eating fake stuff all this time with all these extra not preservatives, but additives and flavors that make it taste like that you become accustomed to.
Right? You know what it says? No more. It say natural flavors. Why you say natural flavors? Why don't you just tell me what it is? You know what I'm saying? Why you wrote natural flavors at the end of it? Like
because
that's weird.
Added those what's supposed to be natural flavors. You enhance this thing to taste like the thing that you say that it is, when it really ain't, but you kind of just made it taste like it. That ain't real cheese. You just made it taste like cheese.
Just made it taste like cheese. Far from real cheese. And hey, I'm gonna tell you something else too, man. I had some bread around the house, some bagels. I didn't see the mold on it. I'm like, man, this bread been laying around here about 3 weeks, and we ain't molded yet. And it ain't molded yet. That's the problem.
Because it ain't bread. It ain't real bread in them bagels. Man, I'll tell you one thing. One thing that we do is we smoke these cigars, and these cigars don't really got no additives like that. This ain't cigarettes. This ain't nothing that we broke open. So we need to go ahead and talk about these cigars and how we feel about them. Hold on. What Patrina say?
Should people at work be trying to get her to eat at work? She was like, nah, I ain't about to eat that food. It don't look good. That's some nasty potlucks, Patrina. Is that what you talking about?
Can't eat everybody food.
Nah, I can't do that.
You don't know what came out their kitchen. You know what came out their kitchen.
But man,
I'm trying to think. Like, when the last time I don't eat pot? I can't eat at potlucks. When the last time I ate at somebody's potluck? It's probably been years. I can't eat people's food. I don't know. I don't be knowing. I don't trust it. What were you about to say?
No, I was gonna say, man, I was gonna jump into my cigar, man, and I don't want to give a traditional review for this, man. Like, I don't want to give a whole breakdown of it, but what I want to say, just generally, I'm gonna just give a general synopsis. This is still that old thing, you know what I'm saying? For me, I understand why I put the green ahead of it, but I also understand why on first smoke I fell in love with this black band also. And the Plasencia, this Alma Fuerte it's one of them ones, man. It's still a great cigar. And you can't go wrong with it. So anybody that's looking for a cigar that's gonna do the job, do this one, man. This right here is gonna win.
Top notch, right? That's top notch.
Still top notch, man. Top notch.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep it in the same vein that you did, because, like I said, I'm smoking an old thing, and it's the edge, and it smokes like an edge, good quality. Everything that's supposed to that the edge supposed to do. It's done that, but I'm gonna say this: it's done it even better. I don't know if I'm a prisoner of the box press, or just maybe it's a new thing that Rocky's been doing with the square. I don't. Matter of fact, let me get some information from it to see if they've done anything differently, because
you've had an edge recently too, didn't you?
I did have an edge recently, and for some reason, I feel like this edge square is better than that
Levels up.
edge. Yeah, it definitely levels up. Let me see. All right, so the edge square. Quick details about the cigar because we didn't go into it. So Corojo Maduro wrapper, origins Honduras, fillers Honduran. Um, so nothing crazy. But I will say that this one, it seems like it has a little bit extra sweetness to it. That's
Mm-hmm.
actually welcome. It's a little bit more floral. It gives a lightness to its standard boldness that we've always been used to with the natural tobacco flavors.
Mm-hmm.
But it just gives like a little hint, undertone of something just a little bit different that makes it just slightly more enjoyable. And then also the gauge of the cigar, the shape of the cigar and how it fits in the mouth, and making that ease of draw just makes it even better. To me, it makes the experience overall better than our original edge that we love.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's gotten to this a gimmicky thing or something with that extra little sweetness and floral notes to it, but it made it a really, really good cigar. And where I would probably put the edge at like an even 4.0, like right at the cusp of, you know what I'm saying, good to great, even though it's still like one of those solid cigars that we fell in love with in the beginning. I don't know how you would rate the edge off the top of your top of your brain, but me, I would say like a 4.0, like right there at
Okay.
that 4.0. I would say this is slightly better. I will put it at a 4.2. I will put this one at a 4.2 and say it beats that one out. I really enjoy this smoke. It's a good casual smoke. It gives you all the things that you would love in an edge, plus some. Just a little plus.
Hey man, to make it bring it full circle, man, it's the details that make the difference, man. Like you said, the
Mhm.
shape, little extra added note within there, the blend, the actual gauge of it, like you said, all of these little details make the difference between a C
Yeah.
and an E, or between
Ooh.
a box press and a natural. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
think that's all it is, man. Sometimes you
Yeah,
just gotta
baby.
have a few extra little details, make it right.
Yeah. Put a little, you know what I'm saying, inscription and things and little detailed contours and give it a nice little touch. A little
Most
touch of
definitely.
care. I like it.
Yeah. Hey man, that's this week's episode of the Cigars and Everything Else podcast, man. We up out of here. Keep your cigars up high. Clean up your
Word.
reality and eat good. Clean up your meal
Fix your
too.
algorithm. Yeah, man.